हेलो
ए गुड मर्निङ नेत्रजी।
हेलो गुड मर्निङ
सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ?
हेलो
हजुर सुनिरहनु छ?
हजुर गुड मर्निङ सर
ए गुड मर्निङ। हजुर सुन्नुभयो के हो? आज अर्जुनजी पनि जोइन गर्नुभएछ। अर्जुनजी कि भाउजू?
भन्दैछु मैले।
ए होइन केही छैन। आज अर्जुन जीवन लेख्नु देखेँ त्यहाँ
तर उहाँले केमा युज गर्नुभयो होला क्या जुम अनि
ए हजुर हजुर चेन्ज भयो अहिले हजुरको नाम आयो। हजुर गुड मर्निङ। दसैँ सकियो हो, सब बिदाई गर्नुभयो सबैजना। दसैँ राम्रो भयो? कस्तो दसैँ हजुरको?
दसैँ रमाइलो भयो।
हजुर
आज एक दिन अन्तिम छ त्यसपछि सकिन्छ हाम्रो चाहिँ
आज आज के छ र? आज पनि अझै पनि छ र?
नमस्कार गुड मर्निङ है।
ए गुड मर्निङ।
पूर्णिमा आज
या लास्ट विक त बिरामी भएर सुन्न चाहिँ सुनिहाल्यो नि होइन।
हजुर
ढाड सड्किएर इमर्जेन्सी
त्यो बन्द गराएको छु
ए अनि
इआर भिजिट गरेर नि है।
हत्तरी ढाड सर्क्यो है। त्यो गाह्रै पार्छ।
गेम खेलिन्थ्यो कहिले काहीँ पिकल बल खेल्न गएको है।
हजुर
अनि त्यो पिकल बल खेल्दाखेरि पहिला अलिअलि दुख्थ्यो थियो अनि
हजुर
निको हुन्छ होला भनेर त झन् मोर वर्स भएर गयो।
ए के भएर चाहिँ त कतै त्यो सड्के मात्रै छ?
नर्म्समा मात्रै हो, यसो कमन हो तेरो भनेर टाइनियल दिएर पठाइदियो। आफूलाई उठ्न भएको छ।
खासै त्यस्तोमा एआर हेल्पफुल हुँदैन क्या, आफूले गर्नुपर्छ।
यहाँ खासै त्यो त हुँदैन। यहाँ म पनि एकचोटि त्यस्तै कि डर यहाँ अब हामीले बाहिर किन्दाखेरि 500 mg को दिन्छ। यो सोल्जर दुख्यो के भएछ, सोल्जर जाओस् हेर्नु भनेर गएको। तर सबै सोल्जर ठिक छ, सोल्जर यसो स्ट्रेचिङ गर अनि दबाई दियो टाइनानोल। कति 1000 कि 1500 1200 1400 कि 1500 mg को टाइनानोल दिएर पठाइदियो। हजुर ट्याब्लेट
दिएर नि पठाइदियो।
कतिको दियो? 1000 कि 1500 mg कि एकैचोटि। अब त्यति बेला त्यति खाइ दबाई पनि खाइएको थिएन। 1500 कि कतिको 12 कि 1300 mg थियो क्यारे, मैले बिर्सेँ। हजुर कडा न कडा दबाई हुँदो रहेछ। अनि एमजी कडा दबाई ल यही लिएर जा भनेर पठाइदिएर।
डक्टरले प्रेस्क्राइब गर्दा चाहिँ हाई पाइँदो रहेछ होइन, काउन्टरमा त्यत्रो हाई पाउँदैन नि त।
हजुर हजुर त्यही डक्टरले चाहिँ त्यही। अब हामीले 3टा खायो भने पनि एउटै हो खासै, त्यो केही फरक पर्दैन। 500 mg को 3टा खानु र हजुरको एउटा 1500 mg खानु एउटै हो क्या।
त्यति मात्रै हाइडोजको औषधि, अरू खासै हेल्पफुल हुँदैन। गयो 3-4 घन्टा वेस्ट पनि
त्यस्तै गर्छ यिनीहरूले। त्यो आफूले 3टा खानको साथ नखानु भन्छ लेखेको चाहिँ डब्बामा, अनि आफूले डराइन्छ। डक्टरले चाहिँ खुसु 1500 mg को एउटा दबाई दिन्छ।
स्कुलको नाम के हो थाहा छ? त्यहाँ लगाऊ।
नेत्रजी के बोल्दै हुन्छ? बाहिर
सरी, मेरो छोरीको आज एउटा ऊ छ अनि मैले त्यहाँ लगिदिन लाग्छु। म फोनबाट ऊ गर्दै जान्छु। अडिसन छ यिनको आज।
ए हजुर
सिङ्गिङको लागि।
ए हस्
सबैजनाले गुड लक भनिदिनु ल हाम्रो छोरीलाई।
गुड लक है छोरी।
गुड लक भन्न छ।
थ्याङ्क यू।
नेपाली गाउने कि इङ्ग्लिस गाउने हो त?
अब इङ्ग्लिसका हो कि यहाँ अब प्रिजनमा जान लाग्छन्।
ए हजुर हस्
त्यही भएर त्यस्तो छ कि
अब हुन त अब आज अलमोस्ट अब हामी लास्टतिर आइपुगिसक्यौँ होइन। कोर्सको चाहिँ अब मैले यहाँ सेयर गर्दैछु होइन। अब आजको क्लास चाहिँ अब हामी यहाँ त्यो थोरै अब मात्र बाँकी छ पढ्नमा होइन। अब यो चाहिँ अब एडभान्स सेलेनियमहरूतिर जाँदैछौँ हामी है। अब यो पहिला सेलेनियम अटोमेसन ह्यान्डलिङ चाहिँ सर एकछिनको काम भयो। त्यो चाहिँ अब आज चाहिँ अब यहाँ सेलेनियम अटोमेसन छ, इन्ट्रोडक्सन सेलेनियम छ, त्यसपछि एडभान्स सेलेनियम छ। अब यो चाहिँ हामी जस्तै मैले चाहिँ पम अगाडि नै पढाएँ होइन, टेस्ट एनजी भनेको। यो चाहिँ अब काइन्ड अफ अब एडभान्स सेलेनियम हो। यो पनि अब यसरी चाहिँ अब के हुन्छ भने अब सेलेनियम पनि एडभान्स यति मात्रै होइन, अझै यो धेरै हुन्छ। तर एटलिस्ट त्यसलाई चाहिँ अब बेसिक सेलेनियममा राख्न मिल्दैन क्या, किनकि अब पमहरू भयो टेस्ट एनजी। किनकि मैले तर सुरुमै गरेँ पम कि पछि झन् सिकाउनु भन्दा झन् कन्फ्युज होला भनेर मैले सुरुमै पम इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्दै एडभान्स वाला टेस्ट एनजी पनि सुरुमै इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्दै कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ एडभान्स सेल्ने पनि अगाडि नै इन्ट्रोड्युस गरेर कहिलेकाहीँ अलिकति कन्फ्युज जस्तो भयो होला तर अब गरेपछि प्र्याक्टिस गरेपछि सजिलो हुँदै जान्छ भनेर मैले सुरुमै गर्दै होइन अब यसमा मध्ये अब मैले आज बनाउने भनेको अब यो के अरे पेज फ्याक्ट्री अब त भन्दा नि अझ पेज अब्जेक्ट मोडल हो पेज अब्जेक्ट मोडल र पेज फ्याक्ट्री काइन्ड अफ टुगेदर जस्तै हुन्छ तर अहिले चाहिँ पेजमा आउँछ पेज फ्याक्ट्री पढाउने अहिले चाहिँ ल टुडे अनि 1 घण्टा पछि त्यसपछि अब आज प्रोजेक्ट डेमो पनि हुन्छ अब प्रोजेक्ट फाइनल एक्जामको अब डेमो अब म ऱ्यान्डमली नाम लिन्छु अनि अब के अस्ति नैको ऱ्यान्डम नम्बरबाट अनि त्यहाँबाट हजुरहरूले अब आज प्रोजेक्टको डेमो दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ अनि अब त्यही अनुसारले अब यो फाइनल एक्जामको अनि ग्रेडिङ पनि हुन्छ है अनि त्यो चाहिँ दुई लेभलमा हुन्छ एउटा चाहिँ के गरे भनेर एक्सप्लेन पनि गर्न सक्नुपर्ने हुन्छ दोस्रो कुरो प्रोजेक्ट पनि काम गर्ने पनि हुनुपर्छ सो एक्सप्लेन गर्दै बेस लेभलमा जानुपर्छ ल त्यो सेकेन्ड हाफको सेकेन्ड आवरको अब म आज लेट मी स्टार्ट द क्लास फर टुडे सो वी विल गोइङ टु स्टार्ट विथ पेज अब्जेक्ट मोडल सो लेट मी गो टु द मोडल so I sent some reading assignments so hopefully everyone went through this to go over the page object model. What is page object model? So this is where we want to start. So nowadays I will only provide the link to the page which or the material you could look into it, and it's your own personal job to start to make a note. So because I feel like many of us are lagging there to creating the notes, so you'll be working on your own. I'll provide the link, I'll explain the basics, and you'll create your notes on your own. And after that, if you have, when you create a note, you have some questions, you come to me and I will explain those, any doubts you have. So let's start. What is a page object model? So page object model is a design pattern. So what happens is in the Java, there are many design patterns. So patterns in the sense that, Java, sometimes the applications get really complex because of the code and applications and the way you have to write automation. So what happens is Java has certain pattern in a sense, certain ways to do the stuff or do the coding. In that way, what happens is that the pattern will make your job much easier and systematic. Systematic in a sense, it will make you write the code in a one pattern which is readable and acceptable for the industry. So it's a design pattern popularly used in test automation that creates object repository for a UI, web UI element. So what it is saying is object repository. So whenever we let me go to the Eclipse. So whenever we created this elements, right? Let's not go to find elements. I want to go to, let's say, what is my? I think I went to the wrong. Let's take a little bit better example. Is this the only example I have? Once. Let me take this one. So in this case, if you look at the web element drop-down driver.find element by name, we provided, right? So if you go to the form example like we have, right? If you go here and we are in this page, we have how many elements? We have more than like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you look at the labels also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like more than 20, 30 elements. All of them are, each of them are elements, right? So web elements. So each web elements, what happens is if you start to write into the same code which the test we are writing, it gets lengthier. For now, the code would be long and lengthier, and you have to write find web elements, and there could be multiple pages. Like if you click on submit here, you go to the next pages. So each page. So what happens if you go to Formi? This is one page. This is a Formi is a landing page. It has its own list of elements. So what it's saying is, by page, you create a separate class where you declare all those elements with the web elements. You write it, and only in the test class you call those elements, and then you call those elements in the UI element. So repository means a repository collections, a collection of the objects. So everything in a page objects, they are saying, or page elements. So when they say object means page object or page elements, that's what they are saying here. So the advantage of the model is that it reduces code duplicate and improves test maintenance. So what happens is if you are using the same multiple test cases, right? So if you go in example, the last example, for me, there could be like if you have to go to this form and you want to create a name using Vivek, okay, for example, and you have another title where I want to test lead, or I want to say I want to do for say example I want to do for test manager, right? Could be the another test case, or I can do for somebody else, like in the instead of say okay, I put somebody else, okay, then that's another name. So I want to create a form for one person, then I want to do for same person, because that's what I want to create a form or complete this registration for multiple people, right? In that case, I can just have one time this all these elements stored in the repository and reuse it again and again. So what this will do is this will save our time and maintenance, because if you have to change if one element is changed, then we have to change everywhere, rather than if the object is stored in all in one repository, then you just need to change one time, and that will reflect in all the classes or methods that you are using that object. So under this model, for each web page in an application, there should be a corresponding page class. So that's what it is saying. For each web page, we have a page class. This page class will identify the web elements of that web page and also contains page methods which perform operations on those web elements. Name of those methods should be given as per the task they are performing. So name of the method should be given as the task they are performing. When you give the name, you should have some proper name. So you shouldn't be using some random naming convention. That's what it's saying. If the loader is waiting for the payment gateway to appear, don't worry about this. A little bit complex. Let's not talk about that. Okay, let's go by. Okay, why page object model? Starting a UI automation in Selenium WebDriver is not a tough task. It's tough, but I don't know why it is saying, but it is a little tough if you are unknown about how to do it. You just need to find elements, perform operations on it. So what it's saying in a very simple way, consider this simple script to log into a website. So this is saying one of the example where you can use to log into a web page. So if you look at this element, there are multiple elements written here, right? So instead of the what can, as you have observed, all we are doing is finding elements and filling values of those elements. In a small script maintenance looks easy, but at the time test suite will grow. As you add more and more lines of code, things become tough. That's what it is saying. So maintenance and readability would increase, and the complexity will increase if when the code grows higher, because if you are doing that, if it's not for only one user, if you will have hundreds of test cases, hundred of maybe 20, 30, 40 classes, thousands lines of code you have to do, because it's not you'll not be doing just one or two lines of code, right? There are lots of things you have to do, thousands and thousands of lines. In a mature application, there will be thousands of test cases, I mean hundreds of test cases, thousands of line of code. So even in automation, the chief problem with this script maintenance is that 10 different scripts are using the same page elements, which and any change in the element, you need to change all 10 scripts. This is time consuming and error prone. So basically it is saying the same thing, what I reiterated before. Yeah, it's for the maintenance region. If you have the different one place where you can change the stuff. So in one place you change, everything would be ready. So this approach, so better maintenance page object model, so which we discussed already. This approach is called page object model in Selenium. It helps makes the code more readable, maintainable, and reusable. So no POM structure, POM based structure, class A. I don't know what it's saying. Advantage of POM. We already have the POM. We already using the POM. I don't know what it is saying. Page object design. 1 second. So it is gives over the example of, I don't know, page object model or page object. Okay. Okay. Oh, page object model that is say. Okay. So advantage of POM. When what happens is it is saying page object model. So this is different POM. So page object model they are saying is a POM as a page object model. There's POM as a XML2. So when people may be getting confused with this POM, this is a different POM, okay? So don't get confused with that POM. This is POM, means page object model. So what happens is when this page object model comes, they have one same class. We declare both web elements and test methods. In another POM object, we have a separate class with web elements and separate class with test methods. So which will be, I'll be doing some example. So it is basically saying what are the advantage of it, and you should read of those. I mean, how to use it, how to implement POM. So let's do a and do you want to do that? 1 second. Let's do this. I want to use this class then. Yeah, let's use this class then. Okay. Okay, I'll use the example this page has provided. Okay, let me use that page. Demo Guru 99. Okay, this is the page that Demo Guru has said. Okay, so let me work on the page object model. So in the page object model, what happens is I will what did it create? Let me see where it creates. Let me see what is the structure they followed. Did they mention here? Okay, source page, source stage. Okay, I'm gonna use this source main Java. I'm gonna create a new class in this source main. Maybe I'll create a new one. 1 second, let me copy this. No, I want to create within the same one. Let me create within the same one. New class. Guru 99 page. So I'm going to say Guru 99 page. Okay. This is a class I'm creating on now. As if you realize that I'm creating this class in a source main Java. Okay. So please remember that. Let me see if I can copy this code. No. 1 second. This should be able to copy this code. No. Oh, here you go. Okay. Yes, I can use this. Let me do this. Should I do this? Let me use this one then. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to import WebDriver by import by this is page 1 second. Login package page. What is it doing? Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Home page POM and Selenium. Okay. So let me use this Guru. Okay, 1 second. So all of these things so that you may practice it, and yeah, that's all I can say. Okay. So what I did is the page object model. So my target here is to go to the Guru 99 page. Okay, and let me open this login page. This is this is an example page where I need in this login page, I need to log into this page, and then I need username, password, and then I need to click on this login button and the recharge. So these are the elements. There are more than one. For my purpose right now, I have 4 elements. Okay. So what I would do is, first thing I will do is, in this page element, which I am going to use as just a page. So what I will do is I'll create a username. I don't like this. So first thing I'll declare the WebDriver because I need to make sure I do interaction on this. So username, I'm gonna say, I don't know why it's a password. Okay. Title text and login button. login button. Okay. So now I'm going to see what are the elements. So I'm going to inspect here. They have ID. So if I look at this element, they don't have ID. They only have name. Okay. So what I will do is for this one, so since I'm going to declare by, let me do it from the basics so that, you know, you guys don't get confused. By dot name, and what is the ID provided there? ID is UID. Oh, sorry, name is UID. So similarly, what I would do is I'll create a user by username, by password, and then I'm going to use the password, same thing, title text, same thing. I mean, title text, class name Baron. What? Let me see. What is this? What title text? Okay, they are looking at this title text. Guru 99 Bank. Okay, this is the title. Not title text, page title. I'm gonna say by page title. So if you look at this is page title, class name, Barun. I don't know why it is saying. So if you look at here, they didn't use any anything other than they don't have any proper element. So what they did is use by class name. So what it is, but Barun has two class name. 1 second. Which other heading is this one? Oh, you shouldn't be using this. I don't like this. What they use? Let me see what I can use. Copy. I'm going to use the XPath. Let's see. By paste text by XPath I'm going to use. And I'm going to provide the XPath as S4. Okay. Oh no, S4 or S2? I thought that was S2. Let me see. Oh, there's only one. Okay, good. I only saw one Baron. Okay. So S2 and S4. So I provided the XPath for page, and then login button I copied from the whatever they have provided. So I just did. So now what happens is in the web driver, right? So Guru 99 page we use as a class for the repository. Now what we need to do is we need to create a constructor. I think we talked about constructor too. We created a constructor and we use the web driver in there, right? So what we're doing is we said constructor would be a something that you want to pass through them as a parameter. So what I'm doing is, because what happens if I don't use this web driver inside this one, there will be multiple drivers created. So in the application. So what I'm saying is, whatever driver I'm going to use in this, it is single. That will be the same driver I want to use the in the our main test class. So what is the reason behind this is, so you know when in the flow, right, in the Selenium, there are when you create any object, the objects if you create multiple objects in the memory, they create some multiple instances. Okay, so which will indirectly, what will happen is you'll have lots of web driver and the code doesn't know where to go. So there should be one single point of starting. So one single starting point, and that will be used as a same driver or same instance of the object should flow through the code. Otherwise, what will have, you'll have multiple issues, which you'll probably face this issue multiple times. Don't worry about it. So that is the reason what we do is we'll provide this as a driver, as a part of a parameter for the constructor, Guru 99 page class constructor. Okay, let's do that. Now let's go to the next one. What it is doing is, next thing, what it is saying is, after you declare this page elements, like here I would declare the page elements, right? You write the interactions, element interactions here itself. So let me get, so what I have is, I have a page here, like a web page, right? I want to first assert that the page title is correct. So what I will do is public, then I'm going to say is page title. Okay, return string, I'll say public string. Okay, page title, page assert page title, I'll say page title, return page title, return page title. Okay, and I'm gonna pass that as a I'm going to say what I want to pass here would be by 1 second, what did it do there in the code? Let me see. String username, No, not that one. 1 second. Where's page title? Okay, get text. Okay, it's directly returning the page title. So what I do is return. So return driver dot get title. So what I'm going to do is here, this method will return the page title. So the interactions are the communication through that method. Now the elements of page title directly corresponds here. So what I want to do is I want to get the page title. So if you look at here, the code, it is doing the same thing. Return the oh my bad. Yeah, I should have done this way. Page title may not be, because this page title is different. My bad. Page title will be going through here. This head element, okay, and there's a different title. So we want to assert this title. My bad. So in order to get this title, what we need to do is 1 second. Driver dot. We are returning the element text, okay, not title. Page title or page title. Okay, we can say page title. I don't know why they use this way. This is wrong way of coding, but that's fine. Find, okay, driver dot find element by what is the page title? We're going to use page text, because it's not page text dot driver find page text dot get text. So if you look at this get text, this is a returns as a string type. So you can get the string here. So what this will do is this will get the return the page title. So similarly, I want to log into the button. Okay, public. Now this is, since I wanted a string here because I want to compare, but this is should be void. I want to send user case. Okay, enter login username. Okay, in this case, I'm going to say that string username.
Huh?
If you do it, that what will happen is
कसरी कम्युनिकेट गर्ने
driver
हजुर मेरो नम्बर थाहा नि
driver dot file element by, okay, find element by what to do, username is username, because find by username, everything we already entered there, right? So we only need to say username, find element dot username dot send what happened? Oh my god, I use the same name, then I need to use different name. Okay, enter username dot send keys. I'm gonna say enter username. Yep. So what this method will do is, now whenever you are using this method in later, it will say that we are going to pass the username. So username field is already provided here, and this is the way you are going, because you already declare the what is the username would be. Now it's going to use the find element by username. So similarly, what will happen is you will do by the 1 second password, and then public void. I'm going to write this again. Click login button, right? So there should be a no parameter pass here, and then oh sorry, first I need to use login username, login password. Okay, and I'm gonna say enter password by not username, now it would be password, enter password. So I'm gonna copy this one. Okay, similarly this should be driver dot find element by login button dot click, right? Login button is a click action. We need to perform this button as a click action. So that's all we need to do. So now we created all the interactions that we can have within the login page. So this is now page element. Now what we do is we have to use this as in our let me go there first example. I want to follow this so that you guys are also kind of aware of what I'm doing. Yeah, click login. Okay, that's what we did. Set password. Okay, we did enter. What did we do? Instead of set, we said enter login username, enter login password. That is fine. We can use our own name. We don't have to use exact the name. So if you look at it, that's what it says, use string as a parameter. I use the same thing and find element and this. Okay, we'll only do up to this. Okay, now it will be exported to test case in login application. What this is saying is sometimes they like to use the whole interaction within the page object too also, like the whole interaction of these elements within the some of them will like to use this within this class itself and only call them, but I would like to this is now I prefer using them in the it's all preference. You can do both way. So I will do is let me use a new one, new package com dot guru 99 dot login. Okay, I created this one. I'll create a new class under it. I'm going to say guru. Let me use the same name that they have used in the class, so it's easier for you guys to go over there too. Guru 99 homepage. Okay, let's use the same class. Okay, I'm going to use Guru 99. Oh, I used a space there. Okay, Guru 99 homepage. Finish. So now what I did is I created a page element with all the repository, means all the elements that I'm going to interact with the page are already stored here, and I'm going to have a main class or a test class under here. So if you go here, you'll see that what is it doing? Okay, I don't know what it is doing here. Home page. No, I wanted to log in then. No, I don't know what it is saying there. Let me use login. I didn't like this naming, so let me change this name to Guru login page. Guru 99 login. Okay, I'm going to say this as a page. This is just a naming convention in file. Okay. I may have to, because since I changed the class name, I have to change this name also. Now let's go to the home page or login page. I'm going to login. Okay, this is the main class. I don't want to say login page. Rename to this. Okay. Now, if you use that, what is it doing this? 1 second. Okay. Okay, this is what Guru login they said, but I said 99 login. That's fine also. Now, what if you look at here? This is the main class they have used. So let's use the if you go to the Guru 99 page, right? If you have noticed here, I just use the WebDriver. I haven't declared the what I want to use as a which driver I want to use and stuff, which is Chrome driver and stuff. So this is kind of like backend pages which you will create to support your automation. So this is like a backend page. So where you have created these elements, and this will help you interact. So this is just driver. Now, if you go to login page, it will be kind of similar to your existing page. So let me copy something, because now we have done so many things. I want to use the copy existing code now. Okay, so I'll copy this one. Let's copy this code and see what it does. Sometimes that's another thing, that in the beginning you should try to copy. It shouldn't try to copy, but that is also fine. I mean, oh, register. Oh, this is a little different one. 1 second, I need to use this page. What is Guru page? This one. Okay. Let's go to the code and let's use this URL. Okay. Now, before test, I'm declaring that I want to use the Chrome driver. Now, another thing what we need to do is, if you go look into this code in the example, let me go here. You'll see a little different now. when you created this class, we created WebDriver object instance, right? We declare the object. Similarly, what if you see here, they have also done the same thing for login button also. So this is another thing which we have to do going if you want to use this. Like similarly, driver we did how we use driver as a WebDriver. Now we have to create an object of this class. Okay, so let's do this. All right, and let's do the before suite and let's do test at the red test public void, and then we're going to say login guru 99. Okay, this is anyway our method is a test method. Didn't call that. Let me see. Okay, notation. All right. So what we said, we are going to first it will go to this page. Now, oh, so we didn't do that. Let me do that. Guru 99 login. Oh my page, right? Okay. Guru 99 login. I'm gonna say login page. So okay. See this? Now it asked me after I clear this, it asked me, can you create the okay, let me go first. What I did here is I created an instance of this class we created right before. This is page class. The same thing I say page class and I declare the object like we did for driver, right? I did the same thing for this one. So let me and what I now if after I create this one, the class name, I am to import them because similarly now this is a different package, different package and different folder structure. So in order to bring this one into our code, I have to import this. So this is another thing which you have to remember if sometimes you may face issue with this. So now I imported this class. That is when it's automatic. I mean, Eclipse automatically gives you option to do this. So now I created an object of this class. So next thing I will do is, okay, Guru 99 login page dot, then I have to enter login password. I'm going to say URL. What is 1 second? What is saying URL? Okay. Login password would be oh sorry, username I need right first. How do I pass password without username? Okay. Enter login username. I'm going to say test. I don't know if that's correct or not, but let's use test. Guru 99 login page dot enter login password. We're gonna say again lowercase test this time. Okay, let's see. And we are going to say Guru some 99 login page dot click login button. Yes. So these are the three actions we are going to perform in the test class. So what happens if you look at here, our place becomes much cleaner, right? If you go to any other pages, example here, look at our pages. It has so many elements. We have say declaring the elements, we have thread, we have everything here. But if you go here in our login page, it's much cleaner to read, much cleaner to perform. Okay, so that is what it is saying. So let's try. I mean, I'm not sure if this will work, but I hope it will work. So let's try and see if we try to execute what happens here. Okay, let's Chrome browser. All right. Uh-oh, see the test failed. What happened now? Let's go to the, unless you know what is happening, it should fail. I mean, it's always good to fail because now see the test. Now I'll know. Okay, it says null point exception. I was like, what null point exception? What happened there? Let's see now. Com due to login page Guru 99 login Java. Okay, let's see what happened. It's the first itself. It said it didn't even launch the page. Why didn't it launch that page? Before suite, right? Why didn't it launch? 1 second. Let me check this one now. What it has done. I may have made some mistake. Okay. Oh yes, yes. So I kind of guessed it. If you think that what I did is I created an object, right? I just created an object, but did you see I declared or something like the driver for when I created a WebDriver object? I create a WebDriver object and I declare, not only I declare the object, I also created instance of it. I created object of a driver class for the Chrome driver, but I didn't do it for the Guru 99 page. So that is the reason what it is. I don't know what you are saying. I don't understand what you are asking. That's the reason it failed. So let me do this. Guru 99 page. Then I need to use the similar to driver equals to new. I do control and the space bar. I will get this option to do, and then I'm going to say driver. Okay. Now what happened is now I declare the Guru 99 login page also as a similar to what I did for WebDriver. Okay, within this before class. Now let's try to run this one now. Let's see what happens. Again, same. Something wrong. Okay, there's a different element, which is good. Different error. But what is this error? I don't understand what's happening. Name UID, where is it saying this one? Oh no, not this one. For which line it is saying this error? So let me see the let's see which line error it is saying. Okay. That's confusing now. Which line it is saying the error is in? Method CSS setter name equals to use ID. 1 second, what did I do here? This is correct. Let's do one thing. Give me no such element, but it never went, even didn't launch the page. Why it is saying this? 1 second. We didn't even launch the Guru 99 page, and then it is saying that error. Oh, my bad. I didn't even put driver that get so I don't think everyone should also realize that, right?
Yeah, I realized, but whenever we are doing something like those, I thought that it doesn't need it.
Okay, no, it needs it. So thank you for even realizing it. I didn't even get it. I did this mistake last time too.
Yeah, I was like, why it doesn't have that, and
No, we
I
have
was
to use this one. Otherwise it will fail. Okay, let's try again. It's saying it's not able to find the element because we never launched the page. So we have to launch this page. So yeah, I mean, I need to sometimes, everyone is a human error. So there are a lot of errors that human make. See, now finally login page. Not valid. Okay, I don't care. At least my test passed, right? Let me run it. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me wait here. Okay. Let me use the enter login, enter password for our purpose. Okay. Thread.sleep, because sometimes the test goes really fast. So 2 seconds I'll wait. Oh, my bad. What happened? Oh, numblock. 2 seconds I'll put. Okay. So that we know, we can see what is happening. Because don't put this. Just the reason I'm adding this wait is to show you guys that what I'm doing here and what is the response you are saying. So since we use thread, I have to use declaration. So I just throws interrupted exception. That is fine. So let me run this test now. And in the final, the project, not final project, the my bad. Let me see. See, it launched the page now. It's enter the test. It waited a second. It clicked the login button. But since this is not a valid login, we got this error pop-up. This is a alert. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another example I could use for alert then. Okay, good. I can use that. So this so it went to the page, it used the username login, password test, and then it went to click login and you see the page. So you could assert whether they use getting the pop-up or not or other stuff. So, but you got an idea of what is a page object model or what is the page object model. In the page object model, for each page, you create a separate class where you provide the element locators and you provide the interactions you want with the element. And in the main test class, what you do is you only include the, you have to declare this and stuff. That is again, I said you have to declare this again. And you set up this element, you create the login page because sometimes you have 10 pages, right? And in this page, I may use only 2. So that way what will happen is more of a management also skill. And what you see in this class is like, you know, I have used the Guru 99 page and I'm only saying log into the page. So I don't need all other code. It's all clean code because I may be using this. I may have 100 test cases, right? Like say example, this is for this one, this is Guru 99 invalid login, right? Invalid because this is not login. I created a test case for invalid login. I can create for valid login too, right? So example here, this is test case for valid login. So say in this case name username would be Bibek, your password will be test. So this is the right one, maybe. I'm just giving example, okay, but this is also wrong. This is not the valid. I don't have an account in Guru 99, but just giving you an idea. I can have multiple. Now see, I can have the same test. I don't have to declare the page element. I don't have to do all those things. I can have the same class and I can do multiple things. And another I can do is like, if you know the test case, right? We have multiple test cases. We provide blank password and see what it does because password may not be blank, right? Guru 99 blank password valid, no login. I'm gonna say here not valid, login invalid blank password. See, I created 3 test cases, 3 class here. Now I'm gonna say, you know, special character only. So I'm displaying you how we can create the special, or I can say blank username, right? See how many test cases class methods I created. Now I'm gonna say here test and this one or my lowercase test for here. I'm gonna send the blank password. What happens? If you look at this example, I can create another 10 test cases right away. And these are now multiple test cases I can create, but I don't have to declare the login page element, the other by and all this. So now my code looks, if you look in this class itself, it looks much cleaner. My code is much cleaner here, right? So that is what the goal is. So the object of page object model is, and say element like something change here. Now the username, the UID to UID1 something changed, right? It can be, right? So in that case, what happens? Something may have changed. So in this case, you know, you can change one place here, and you can in all of your class, you can that will be automatically reflected. You don't have to go and change in each method or each class. So your code looks much cleaner. So this is the example of page object model. Okay. So any questions? I mean, you can go over this example if you want to copy, and exactly they have used multiple like priority and stuff, right? If you see, you can copy this and see if you can make it work, or like, you know, if you don't need anything, you can also start looking into the a little bit better into this page object model. Okay. Any questions till now? Okay. All right. So within the page object model, also what happens initially, people design this page object model. Okay. And now what happened is when they did this basic page object model, this is the basic structure of page object model. Okay. Now then somebody came and then say, if why are you doing all these things in here, declaring by name and every stuff? Why don't you use the page factory method? So somebody went and like Java enthusiastic, right? Some of them would be like who wants to do something better. They went and they created something better or easy way to do, but that is a way to do the page object model. That is called page factory in Selenium. So what page factory model is, is an inbuilt page object model framework concept for Selenium WebDriver. So what they did is, it is very optimized. So instead, in this page object model itself, someone came and they optimized the page object model and using the page factory method. So there is a somebody went and they created advanced version of page object model. So if you what you need to do is, I mean, I will not go very much into deep. So what I will do is I'll create another class here, login page. Okay, I'll do copy v, and I'm gonna say login page using page factory. For now, this is not the correct way of putting the name. Okay, using page factory, but I am just for your understanding, I'm doing this. Okay, using page factory. So this is in page factory. So in page factory, let's see what they have imported. Yeah, this is first thing we need to import. Okay, support by page factory. So let's see what it has done. WebDriver driver @ find by. So let's see. Let's use this one and what it does. Yeah. Let's see if I use this, what happens. Okay, web find by. Can I import? Oh, okay, I can import. Import web element. Okay. So if you see here, what I did is I created a find by. So within the, I don't even have to do that anymore. Okay, there was some other step I had to do. Okay, here you go. Yeah, this is what I need to do. So now in this way, what they did is, instead of using by username, by name, and to use this, right? They create another easiest way to do it. So what they did is, 1 second, username, right? What did I say? Username. They created another way of writing declaring the element. So easiest way. So what they did is find by. So let's copy this one, and you have to use by @ find by, and then bracket, and you provide what locator type you want to use, what locator value you use, and what it will return it. It will return a web element. Okay, directly web element would be returned. So let's copy this one quickly for 4, because this is, again, you have to a little bit practice and be familiar. It's not something that you have to be really, really expert on this, but you have to know what you are doing. Okay, that is the important part. This will be password. This will be page text, and this is login button. Okay, I want to use this login, and I want to use the password name, right? Okay, XPath I'm using here. So find by XPath. So directly you can provide the locator type here directly. You don't have to find by or something, because internally it is handled. Internally, what it does is, okay, all right. Let me remove this one now. Okay, I just now see. Okay, if you look at this code is now the same way the page object. There somebody created a oh my bad. 1 second, I shouldn't be. Oh, okay, not my bad. So somebody went and created an advance. So some Java enthusiasts went and made, okay, why can't I do this to make your job easier? So somebody went and made our job easier by creating some extra framework on top of it. But on top of that, what do you have to, whenever you use this page factory model, one thing you need to know is you have to use this extra line of code in the let me use this way. One extra line within the constructor. What you need to do is you need to use the page factory. You are declaring that I'm using the page factory model to declare the elements. Okay, so now instead of this, see, you have all these element page factory, right? Now directly what you can do is element, right? Page text dot get text. So now, because what happened earlier, driver.find element, this is where return type is web element, correct? Driver.find element, by whatever you do, it returns the page element. But in this case, what happens is whenever you use this way of declaring the elements, you're already returning a web element. So you can directly interact with the web element. So instead of writing find by driver, you can just directly say username. Now this is a what do you call that? This is already a web element, right? So that way you can directly interact as a web element. You don't have to provide all this line of code. So this will be a much cleaner cleaner code. So this is why Page Factory uses, because the code becomes much cleaner. Now, if you see this, same thing it has done. Now let me use the Guru 99 login, copy. Let me see, copy and paste. Login with login using Page Factory. This is kind of a little advanced version. Okay, so that again, I'm sorry that I have to do it, but this is kind of a advanced version of Selenium. So using Page Factory. Okay, I'm going to say if login page using Page Factory. Don't use this long name. Okay, I mean this is not a. I just did this for the for our purpose. Okay, and I'm going to say this one same, and I'm going to change this into G so that I could declare the element. So now this became a Guru 99. Because if I do from very zero level, right, it will take me. Remind me later. Oh my God! Please don't restart my system. It says, do you want to restart your system? Okay. So let's do this. 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 Okay. But I want to use only one test. Okay. Let's use this one. Okay. Oh, once again, cancel. What happened? Did I change for all? Oh, okay. I don't need this all for. I just need 2 for this case. Okay. Let's log in this one. Sometimes I'll not do from the very zero level, because to create this, it takes significant amount of time, right? Okay. Yeah. Everything. I should have put some weight. Okay. Let me see. Thread dot sleep. I'll put 2 seconds. Okay. Let's put 2 seconds to wait time for each action, so that we can see what is happening. Okay. All right. So let me run this test again. Okay, here we go. It is running the test. 22 seconds. Now we're going to use the username. It's going to send the password. It's going to click on the login button. Yep. Now this is what that's our test case. I mean, usually it should be proceeding further. For now, that is all our test cases. Okay. So this is why example of using Page Factory and a Page Object Model, and Page Object Model using the Page Factory. So this is a sample of that. Okay. So any questions? I mean, I didn't go through this one, but I think it's the same. I think it's just a sample example this is showing, I believe. Then yeah, this is doing the same thing what we did. So I did in a little different way. So if you look at this complete project structured, if you look at, I don't know why it says Page Factory, it's created a package named Page Factory. Okay, that's okay. They can do that. So if you want to see Page Factory POM classes, simple POM classes, this is what we did, right? The first one is our simple POM class. This is using the Page Factory POM class. So they have, and this is different structure they're using. Don't worry about it. If you look at this, they are using Page Factory, and they are using the, I don't know why they use pages element. Page Factory, sometimes they want to use the pages element for interaction and test for the real test. So which is not required. I mean, Page Factory and Page. So they are using different. So there are different ways of creating the page objects. Okay, my bad. So if you see there, they created using the Page Factory as a pages element, and using the simple one, they use the page what do you call this page package, and they created a page simple POM one that we did in the beginning, and this is the test class. So I think it did the same thing with Page Factory. Okay, I think we did. They also used the similar way what we did with using Page Factory. Okay, I think kind of I didn't even copy, but it came up as similar. Okay, So this is all that they have also done. Don't worry about Ajax. This is more complex about this. So at least we know that now we have used the simple page object model and the using the page factory. So I'm going to post this into the I'm going to add this page as a part of the our model, and yeah. So this is completed the page object and page object model and page factory model. So anyone have any questions on this?
I'll ask tomorrow. I have to do it myself first, and I have to.
Sure.
If I have
Yeah.
any question, I'll ask you tomorrow.
No worries. Yeah. I think the pages are already there. If you want to practice from Guru or you want to practice from Best, you want to look this example sample. I'll upload this classes to today.
Okay.
All right. Apart from this, okay, let's take a 10-minute break, and we'll go over the final term. I don't know why do we have only 5 people. I think Netraji, who is missing? Oh, I saw.
I think Pankaj
I'm
and
here.
Perfume.
I'm here. I'm still driving.
Oh, okay.
It's raining over here heavily.
Oh, okay. Yeah, today I thought I'll go to Momo Festival today. I think that is canceled. No, I don't know what to do. It's raining so heavily right now. I don't know if it rains, the whole program may be canceled then. Okay. Well, okay. Let's take a 10-minute break. And
So, Vivekji, you're in Dallas?
Hazir. But Dallas.
Okay.
But म एडिसनतिर बस्छु एडिसनको माथि
Okay.
हजुर एडिसनको माथि ठ्याक्क बस्छु
ए बस्ने नै यतै हो हजुर?
हजुर हजुर म यतै बस्दै हो नि एडिसन माथि म लोकल ड्यालसकै लोकल अन्त लोकल होइन म 3 3.5 कति वर्ष हो 3 3.5 वर्ष हो ड्यालसमा बसेको
म त विकासै भनिरहेको थिएँ कि
ए 3.5 वर्ष 3.5 वर्ष भयो ड्यालसमा भएको 4 वर्ष हुन आँट्यो त हजुर अहिले यहीँ लोकलै काम गर्छु नि म यहीँ रिचार्डसनमा काम गर्छु
म अहिलेसम्म मलाई थाहा छैन
ए हो र खै मैले भने त बिचमा
मैले नै नगरेर
ए हजुर त्यो हुन्छ कहिले हस् अब 10 मिनट ब्रेक लिउँ होइन अनि त्यसपछि आएर अब कसले के गर्नुभएको छ अब यो कि आज गर्नु भोलि आज प्रिपेयर गरेर भोलि डेमो दिनुहुन्छ त भोलि म पुरै डेमो चाहिँ बिहानदेखि सुरु क्लासदेखि नै डेमो गर्नुपर्छ भोलि फेरि आज अब कि आज म अर्को टपिक पढाउँ त त्यो म अर्को टपिक सकेर बरु भोलि चाहिँ पुरै दिन पुरै 2 घन्टा अब किनकि अब के कम्प्लिट गर्नुभएको छ कि छैन थाहा छैन मलाई यसो गरौँ भोलि चाहिँ
त्यो गऱ्यो भने अलि अलि हुन्छ होला विवेकजी मतलब आज
त्यही
त्यो
जस्तो लाग्यो
भोलि गर्नु सर
स्टिल दसैँको भइरहेको छ क्या त्यो बोल्नै आउँदैन जस्तो फिल भइरहेको छ मलाई
ए हस् त्यसै भोलि गरौँ त ल भोलि चाहिँ सबैको एक हुन्छ म अरू एउटा टपिक अब बाँकी रहेको टपिक अब हुन त पेज अब्जेक्ट मोडलको सकेपछि त अब अर्को टपिक चाहिँ पढाउनु पर्ने मैले भने टपिक मध्ये अब एलर्ट त आइहाल्यो त्यहाँ अब एलर्टको त्यही अघि भर्खर त्यहाँ देखिहाल्यो अब त एलर्ट अब त्यही गर्ने अनि विन्डो ह्यान्डलर छ एलर्टको ल अब यसपछि ब्रेक लिउँ 10 मिनट पेज फ्याक्ट्री लक 4J चाहिँ बाँकी हुने भयो के छ लक 4J को बारेमा सर भन्दा पनि हुन्छ तर अहिले फेरि टु मच हुन्छ कि जस्तो चाहिँ म एलर्ट मात्रै गर्छु आज त्यसो यसपछि है विन्डो ह्यान्डलर र लक 4J चाहिँ अब अर्को हप्ता गरौँला या अब कुनै बेला अब त्यो सर भनिदिने मात्र हो त्यस्तो ठुलो कुरा होइन त्यसको बारेमा अब ल यति गरौँ त है ल भोलि चाहिँ आज म यो टपिक चाहिँ अब एलर्ट्सहरूको बारेमा गर्छु अनि त्यसपछि सकाउँ आज क्लास भोलि चाहिँ प्लिज प्रिपेयर भएर आउनुहोस् है सबैजना अब प्रेजेन्टेसन हो यो फेरि यो डेमो भनेको मतलब प्रेजेन्टेसन पनि हो है के गरेँ भनेर प्रेजेन्ट गर्ने हो कसरी गरेँ मैले के गरेँ यो के हो भनेर प्रेजेन्टेसन गर्नु हो है ल हस् ल 10 मिनट ब्रेकपछि भेटौँ है हस् बाई हेलो आउनुभयो म कति मिनट ब्रेक पनि थाहा पाएन मैले ए हस्
Hajur, I'm
ए
back.
ए हस् welcome back. Okay. So the next topic, I mean, we'll go over a little bit more. I mean, I don't know how many people have went over the other topics. So let's go over the alert. So if you look at the my curriculum, which we said that we're going to talk about the window handlers and log4j, those two are the ones remaining now. Apart from that, we talked about and almost all the topics that I mentioned here. If you feel like any topic that I missed or any topic that you want to go over again, please let me know that maybe next week, because we from next week onward, I mean, I'm just going to talk a little bit and our final project stuff starts. And I mean, the kind of projects for caption projects, the internship which you are going to work as a team. So we'll start from next week onwards. And I mean, you can start right now. I mean, then I told you guys to start reading about GitHub and to do a little bit more detail. Okay. So, and there are any topics or anything that you want me to discuss again? I mean, this was our overall curriculum, which we said will be this part of our this whole class or this program. And there are a few things that was missing right now. If you are thinking anything missing, then we can discuss or talk about it further. Okay. And as far as I know now, only I'm going to discuss about alerts right now. And after alerts, we have window handlers and log4j. So those are the only two items that is missing from the those are two items that is missing right now, which we can talk later in this next. Which is, I mean, I'm not going to talk very lengthy over those two. It will be kind of quick, and we'll kind of discuss or talk about all the topics that we said we'll discuss as a part of this course. Okay, so we'll probably maybe next week we'll do that one more time, and another couple of weeks we will try to see where we stand. And this class lecture will be used mainly for I'm going to explain what you need to do and how you would do. So you'll be working kind of like this session we did last week, so a couple of weeks. So I'm not going to discuss much about the topics, but we're going to discuss more about the final projects. That's what you're going to do as a group. And yeah, so we'll talk about that maybe next week. Okay, the other topic that we're going to discuss today is alerts. So what are alerts? Assuming you are filling out an application form and miss out a field details mistakenly. How would you know this unless there is an alert or pop-up window or to notify you? The article discusses in detail what is an alert in Selenium, how to handle them. So if you look at the other example like we did, right? The simple example would be this one, test. When you clicked on the both test and we click login button, we got an alert. This is an alert. If you look here, I go, maybe I can click. Maybe it doesn't allow me to click. Okay. So basically this is an alert. Okay. And what are the different types of alert? Means whenever you put something, it says if you look, let me try again. 1 second. Okay. Test. Whatever, I can do anything right now. When I click on login button, got an error saying user or password is not valid. So that is what it says. Okay. So that's an alert. Okay. So what it means is it gives you an alert that something went wrong in the message and stuff. So let's go over here. Assume you are filling out an application form, miss out something, and there is an alert or pop-up window that displays what mistake you have done or what is the mistake in the form. That is what is called an alert that is provided in the web page. So to get alerts on how to handle alerts and pop-up in Selenium, let's dive deeper into below mentioned topics. What are alerts in Selenium? Alerts in Selenium is a message notification box that notifies the user about some information or asks for permission to perform certain kind of operation. Sometimes alert could be some permission they want to do. Are you sure you want to go to navigate to this page? Sometimes you see that options, right? We say yes or click option, something that we do. It may be used for warning purpose as well. Okay, so that's what it is saying. Some of them may be error, some of them may be warning. So they have to remember both. Types of alert in Selenium. There are 3 types of alerts in Selenium described below. Simple alert, prompt alert, confirmation alert. simple alert. Alert is used to notify simple warning message with OK button as shown in the below statement. That's the one last we did. It's kind of OK button, right? Let me see what it says. Okay, and it says OK button. This is simple alert, right? This is a simple alert we're going to have. Okay, that is what the example of simple alert. Prompt alert. The alert will ask you user the required information to complete the task. In the below snapshot, you can see that without entering the designation for hotel, you are not allowed to hit the search button. So like what happens is, if you try to hit the search button, let me do, I'll front airlines, 1 second, let me see if I can, not logged in, right? Hopefully. Okay, all right, okay. If I click on search button, okay. Oh, see, this is also an alert. Okay, this is also alert. Okay, and if I click on search button, there is an alert. This is also different. This is, it didn't pop up window alert, but it is also an alert. Okay, see, if I click without finding where and from, you get an error message. When you click, you get an alert saying that this is the please enter the valid search form. Okay, so that's what it is saying. Sometimes it will give you an alert in different way. Confirmation alert. The confirmation alert is basically used for confirming for some task. Example, do you wish to continue to particular task? Yes or no. The snapshot below depicts the same. So sometimes it will say, do you want to go to next page or something, right? You sometimes you see this alert populated. So in that case, it is a confirmation alert. Leave this site. So when you, what happens is, now if you go here and click on, 1 second, I'm going to show you some Atlanta, maybe to Austin. All right, and maybe say this page. Okay, whatever I'm gonna use, whatever they provided, let's do search. Maybe something I can change that to. Is there a way I can change this into other page? No, let's do the, I don't think this will work, but I don't know if the page has this. Okay, it didn't show me anything. Let me see one thing. Or it didn't display that one. Okay. Sometimes what happens, if you go from one page to another page, it will ask you, do you want to go to that page or something, right? I think you may have faced that error. So that is the confirmation alert. That's what it is saying. Okay. So how to handle alerts in Selenium? So this is, alerts are like a different ways. Handling alerts manually is a tedious task. To reduce human intervention in easy task, Selenium provides a wide range of functionality and methods to handle alerts. The following methods are useful to handle alerts in Selenium. Dismiss. This method is used when the cancel button is clicked in the alert box. Okay. Void except. This method is used to click an OK button in the alert. Get text. This method is used to capture an alert message. And send keys. If you want to send the keys, you can use this send keys in the alert. So this is a example of how to handle the alert. So let's use this example. Okay. Now I will use as a coding example how to do this as an alert. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me use Paste Factory and let me to copy this one. Okay, login. Then I'm gonna say alert handling. Okay. Now I'm gonna remove this page, this method. I don't have this one for now. Okay, when I click on this method, what I get is I get this login button, right? And I get the alert. Now I'm gonna say driver dot switch to dot alert dot accept. No, I'm gonna get from get text first. Okay, and I'm going to say print what you want. Okay, or you can assert or compare the text also, whatever you want to do. Okay, for now what I'm going to do is string alert text equals to, so I'm going to store this as an string. Assert dot assert equals alert text One second, what did I do? Alert text equals to, let me compare, find what it is saying here. Where did you go? Oh, did I use the wrong page or what? Okay, my bad. Okay. I think the whole thing is okay. Alert text. Assert contains, I need to do then. Okay, assert contains. Oh, assert no contains. Okay, let's see what it gets. And I'm going to say this one. First I will do is just to, I don't know what element it will print. So I'm going to do alert text as a print. Let's print the alert text. 1 second. Okay, let's run this text and see what happens. Okay, and I'm going to handle this alert by saying now I want to do is I'm going to create alert. 1 second. What did I do? Where did you go? No. It didn't like that. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm just directly going to. No, I'm not gonna do that. Something wrong. Okay. Now let me do this. Driver dot switch to dot alert dot accept. So what I've okay, let me run this one first and see what it does. Let me use this one. Wait for everything. Oh, I don't need to put a wait. Okay, let's run this one. Okay, let's run this test and see what happens. Oh, I want to cancel. Not this one. So let's run this test. See, I ran this test and we're gonna launch the page. You're gonna use the username, whatever I'm passing, password, click on login button, wait for 2 seconds, and it should compare and click on OK button. Okay. So see, earlier the OK button wasn't clicked, so we were stuck there. But now what I did is I handled that alert. So what I did is, if you see here, my test passed now. In this case, what I did is, see, oh my God, get text. Okay, user or password is not valid. Okay, this is what alert text also coming. Okay, see this one. So whatever I did, now I say valid 1. Okay, let's just to show that what errors is there or not. Okay, so I think it will not, because I have this assert statement before the accept, so it should fail. So you remember with the code, each line of code, what you are doing also matters. Okay, so since in this case, I'm using as asserting the text, I changed it to valid 1, and I'm going to accept this. So what should happen is, let's see what it does. Let's try to see what it does. Okay, this is Guru99, username, password, login test, and failed. So nothing, see, it didn't click on this OK button automatically. So we were not able to handle the alert. Why? Because if you look at our code, even before the switch, I said switch to or alert accept, I said the assert. So since this assert failed, if you go here, you'll see that expected is, if you look at, if you double click on this, if you go here and result, and if you double click it, expected is, I'm saying valid 1, but actually it's only this one. User password is not valid. So because of that, what happened is my test failed and the OK button, this alert wasn't handled by our code. So in this case, what happens, sometimes we get that alert in the applications. So how do we handle this alert? Is alert has this way of 4 commands. Like this is a practical way of handling the alerts. Okay, well, let me say that handle the alert by, okay. So first thing I did is, first I not only I handled, I asserted the text that I'm present in the alert, and this is the way accept the alert. Okay, sorry, accept the alert. This what I did is I said please click and accept. So what is this will do? It will go and click on the OK button. So now let's run this one. You'll see that when the earlier one that was failing, now this pop-up box, a pop-up alert is also handled. So that alert message you saw in the web page will be handled. It will be clicked and you will be able to navigate. You can also validate the okay, I can do one thing from that. Let's see. Okay, 1 second. Let me do one thing. After I accept it, I will make sure that Guru 99. Oh my God! So it's a login page using. Let me do control. Okay, using page factory dot return page title, not page title. Okay, let's say return page title. Okay, so I'm going to here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna say string page title equals to Guru 99 return page title or get page title. Instead of return, I should say get. I think I didn't like return. Usually people use get. Okay, this is the easiest way of saying get page. I don't use the return. 1 second, let me go back. Oh my God, how many classes I have opened? Okay, let me close this. Few of them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to change this to get page title. So now I'm going to do assert here. Assert equals. I'm gonna say page title equals to what is the page title we get after that? This Guru 99 bank, right? This is what I need. Okay. All right. So so page title, heading title. So what happens after I accept this? I'll also wait for 2 seconds or maybe 4 seconds because no. I want to wait for 5 seconds. Let's take it for 4 seconds so that you are aware of sometimes what is happening. Okay. Okay, this is where I handle the alerts. Now okay, so the alerts are handled. Now after the alert handled, I'm into the login page, back to the login page where I'm asserting that the page, because if you look here, when I do this, okay, this one, in this page, do you see the page title? You don't see anything, right? So after the I handle this, okay, then only I see the page title. That is the reason my test case flow and my code flow should be same. That is where I said that when we automate functionalities based on our test case. So if our test case has mentioned all these steps, we try to replicate the same in our code. So this is where we are replicating this feature. Okay, let me close this one now. Let me run this one. Let's run this code. Okay, there we go. It's launching here. Okay, let's run this Mac full screen. Okay, username, password. Now we are in this page. We accepted it and Guru 99. Okay, let's see now what happened. See, something failed, which is good. So we can see what failed now. Oh, okay. See, something went wrong. That means that what happened is in this page, at least our alert passed. So if you see here, this line of code, right? If you see in this failure, what it is saying is the failure, if you read, just remember this first is the important. Don't worry about this TSNG. And if you go to this, if you look Guru 99 means this is our code, right? If you look at this error message, this is clearly saying that Guru 99 login Guru 99 is this is a class I created. And which line it is failing at? Line 48. So if you look at line 48 is this one. So if I double click here, sometimes it goes, see, if I double click here, it will highlight here directly. Did you realize that? So when I have failure, when I clicked on this, or maybe single click will do that. 1 second. What let me do? See, when I double click, okay, not single, double click. When I double clicked in this line, it automatically highlighted this line. It navigated to this line. So let me use this one example. I'm here, I'm navigating. Now I double click on this, see, the Eclipse directly navigates to the failure method or failure line of code, sorry, failure method with failure line of code. So it is failing here. So that means our work till this line of code passed. All this code passed. It only failed is this asset. So maybe something wrong with this asset that we are doing that failed the code. So what is happening is, what it is saying is, what is failure is for this page that title. So whatever page title you are asserting, you get page title, and the what you are expecting the value, this Guru 99 bank and the step to generate access. Those are you are expecting Guru 99, but you are getting step to generate access. So what happened? Why did it fail? So let's go to the now. One of the important aspects of failure, having failure is writing code is easy. The most important critical part is debugging or finding where the issue is. That is the in real world, in real development work. Okay, in the real world, I'm going to say developer spends 30 to 40, 30 to 50% of the time in writing the code. Okay, writing code. Next 50 to 70% of the time they work on debugging the code. So debugging the code means finding the code issue, what could be the cause, root cause, and everything. That is really critical. Why? Because that will give you access to what failure you have done. That is, writing code is easy because you can write any line of code. Like you guys were writing without this bracket, right? You wrote something there. I don't know what happened. You didn't have even bracket, and you said, I wrote some code, but understanding where the failure is. Okay, the bracket is they should be there. The method name, like I didn't declare the I didn't create an object. I didn't even use the get driver.url, right? I just directly having URL. I'm expecting to go and find this login page. How can I find a login page when I didn't even navigate to the URL? Which page in the URL you want to find this login button page? I didn't even declare it, but I'm expecting this in my code earlier. Then that's the issue. So 90%, or like I said, 50 to 70% of the time, even the developers, the main goal is to debug the code or find the issue. What could be the issue? How could I fix the issue? So that is where most of the effort goes to. So that is where, when people say I'm a developer, ask them how much time do you spend in coding and how much time do you spend in debugging the code or fixing the code or fixing the issue, or means doing the development also. They will be, because in the first go itself they cannot create the feature or they can create everything in one go, right? Even they deliver the feature internally, they will write a code, they'll fix the code, they'll rerun the code again, and they get an error, and they go through this process every time. So ask them how much time do you take your time to really build a feature or build a code, or how much time do you spend in the debugging the code or fixing the code, or like you once you write the code you again fix it. Ask them, you'll get this answer. So most of the developers or the time spent is not in writing the code. Like you saw this, right? I missed something. I had to find out what I did. I wrote something. Okay, there's something couldn't be handled. I tried to use the alert, but I didn't realize I have to create an alert class, and then I could have handled that alert. So there are, like, multiple ways. Like, there are like the lots of issues. Okay, so that you will have hundreds of thousands of issues. So you have to know how to handle those kind of issues. So that's the reason, like, most of the time developer, you have to know how to debug. So the reason now what it's saying is, if I expecting Guru 99, but I'm saying this, what happened then? Let's go and see. I said get page title. In the get page title, I use page text, get text. What did I use for page text? I said HTML body H4, right? Let's go to this page and let's see what I'm doing here. I'm here now. Let's do inspect. What mistake did I do? Let me check. Give me a second. Okay. All right. And for some reason, see, when it get this in this page, it went to step to generate access. Why did it give me this one? Let me see what is this element here. Okay, in this case, the title is S2, but for some reason, last time it went to the H4, right? That's what I got earlier. Let's go to the earlier page of Guru 99 that we used. No, 1 second. Let me get it from here. So what happened is the element that we use may have been changed. So locators type of HTML. So that is another example, good example, that once you do locator type, it's not guaranteed that that same locator would be used. Okay. In this case, what happened is, let's do inspect here. Let's see what happened. Okay. It's S2. Then if I copy the, for some reason, maybe I copied the wrong HTML, like wrong XPath, right? Let's see. See, it's S2 then. I copied the wrong XPath. So this is an example where it's not necessary that every time you do, you copy you get everything in one go. Even I can make mistake. Maybe I went to other and I copied the wrong element XPath. So that is the reason I got it incorrect. My assert failed. Now let's go and fix it. So now in my code, alert handling, I went and over here get page title. What I did is I press under, if you mouse over to this get page title and you press control button, नेपालीमा control button थिचेर माउस चाहिँ यहाँ लानुभयो भने यसरी आउँछ क्या यो अब्जेक्टहरू यसरी देखाउँछ कि यो हाइपरलिङ्क जस्तो बन्छ कि कन्ट्रोल बटन थिच्नुभयो अनि माउस यहाँ लानुभयो भने चाहिँ हाइपरलिङ्क जस्तो बन्छ अनि हाइपरलिङ्क चाहिँ यहाँ ओपन डिक्लेरेसनमा क्लिक गर्नुभयो भने कहाँ डिक्लेयर गरेको छु भनेर जान्छ क्या अनि त्यस्तै अब मैले गेट पेज भनेर एलिमेन्ट गरेँ मैले यहाँ फेरि कन्ट्रोल थिचेर मैले माउस चाहिँ होभर यहाँ गयो भने गेट डिक्लेरेसन आउँछ अप्सनहरू अनि गेट डिक्लेरेसनमा क्लिक गरेँ मैले अब यहाँ एक्सपाथ चाहिँ मैले यसरी डिक्लेयर गरेर छु यो गलत भयो मैले चेन्ज गरेँ अब है अब यसलाई एक्सपाथ चाहिँ मैले एक्सपाथ चेन्ज गरेँ है यसको अब मैले डिफ्रेन्ट करेक्ट एक्सपाथ दिएँ अब फेरि यो टेस्ट केस रन गर्छु यो सब प्र्याक्टिकल हो क्या यो सबै त्यो भएर प्र्याक्टिस चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ है यो प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुभयो भने मात्रै आउँछ सबै कुरा ल पेज लन्च हुँदैछ ल युजर नेम हालो पासवर्ड अब लगइन बटन क्लिक गर्यो यो पपअप आयो क्लिक गर्यो युजर मेसेज आयो भ्यालिड छ छैन हेऱ्यो ल पास भनेपछि अब यो पास भयो ल हेर्नुहोस् अब के भने टेस्ट पास भयो यहाँ फेलियर छ छैन सबै ग्रिन यो ग्रिन 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 देख्नु भने पास भयो भनेपछि हाम्रो टेस्ट केस अलर्ट पनि ह्यान्डल गऱ्यौँ अलर्ट ह्यान्डल गरेपछि जुन पेज डिस्प्ले हुन्छ यो द पेज डिस्प्लेज आफ्टर वी ह्यान्डल द अलर्ट इज दिस पेज एन्ड वी what it is, we asserted that the page is correct by declaring that the page title or the text or page text title is not page text. I think I don't know what is this one. One said heading. My bad. I shouldn't be using page. This is not a page title. Let's see what it is saying. Page heading. Let me see. Okay, heading. Login heading. I would say I don't. It's not even page title. I would say. What do we call that? Login heading. Okay, I'm gonna say login heading because it's not a page title, so I shouldn't be using the wrong name, right? So let's get page heading, login heading, because this is correct one. I don't want to use the other one. Login heading. Okay, 1 second. Let me go here. Page text, not page text is the. Let me use this one. Yeah. Oh no, my bad. This should be this one. Yeah. So I changed the whole element. So if I may, it may be quick for you guys, but what I did is I went over here. This is a class. One second, let me remove this other classes. There are too many. Okay. So what I did is I didn't like the page title. That is not the page title that's supposed to be. That is the page heading. So what I did is I changed the naming convention to all of this. So first I did change the element string object here, page heading, login heading. Then I said page login heading here, compared it, and I said get page login header. As a method itself, I changed the name. So if you go here, the method name I changed from page title to get page login heading, and then I since I was using the element name also page heading, I changed the page locator or web element name from page title to page login heading. So now let's run it again. So after you do changes, right, always make sure you rerun it again, because that could cause unnecessary issues too. So now let's run it. Let's run this piece of code. Okay, there you go. All right, this page is still loading. If you see, maybe it's taking some time to load. Now page is completely loaded. Username, password, click on login, click on alert text, and assert the page title, whatever they go to 99. Yep. Let's close this one. One total test run 1, pass 1, failure 0. So everything, whatever we ran one test case and pass. Okay. This is the alert. So we completed how to handle the alert. Okay. So let me, first thing is, let me find, I think I'll upload the whole page, whole project for you guys so that you can, System Explorer. I mean, I could have created a new class and stuff. Then again, that would be, you may get a little confused later. So, and if you want example or sample for later use, right? You can always use this. Oh my God, how many things I did? Okay. Let me delete this one first. Delete. Okay. All right. This is the one. Send to compressed zip.
So we created those two classes on the main Java.
Right.
That I see. Okay.
Yeah, this is in the main Java because pages and the it's always, some people use in the test itself. Okay, like they can mention the pages, but I wanted to show you guys that how different packages could also be used. Usually, some people will like test Java and then within that they create a page and then classes. They could create multiple inside it. But in this case, I created into different package and different source main Java.
Yeah,
So
you
that
did the CTK Maven test engine, right? The package for today.
This one.
That one.
Did I give this name? Oh no, I should have given different package name. 1 second, new or what? Source or refactor. What? No, I want to refactor, rename. Oh, did I give name? Oh no, I should have given different name. Com dot
There is one, there is like, in the test Java, there is com.guru99 login page already.
Okay.
That's
Guru.
in the.
Okay, 99 dot pages. Okay. 1 second. Dot pages. I don't know why I gave this one. I thought I gave this one. Let me see. Hopefully. Okay, go to 99 pages. Okay, this is better. Yeah, I think let me do this one. So go to 99 pages. Let me run it again. Let's see. Sometimes what happens is even we change simple thing may break out stuff. Some because of the, so whenever I change the name, this is pages and this is the classes. Okay, so that you can say what is the page object model is pages. Let's see if it runs. That means our whatever I change internally change everything. Okay. Okay. Yep, it worked then. Using a past name is correct. So yeah, whatever I made change, it worked. So I can give the name to come. I mean let me use this one again. Remove this one. Delete. And let's use this one. Okay, let me send to compress it. Okay, let's copy this one. Where is our model? Okay. Let me include as a new, or maybe within the, no, I want to do separate. Let me see. Or how should I do that? File, a folder. Let me see. I'll create a folder better. I'm gonna say page factory, page object model, page factory alert handling. Okay, let's do this one. Let me go and copy the Java. What do you call that? A project. Okay. All right. So let's see. I wanted to create a. Okay, so I added this element under this one. Okay, page object model, page factor, error handling, and this is the you can use this same project to download, and if you want to practice or review those changes. Okay, so you could go here and download the whatever changes I did coding here. You can see that. Okay, and this just remember this thread I did just for our purpose. Okay, and not necessarily we don't need this, but this is all for our purpose so that I can make you guys I can understand, let you guys understand a little bit better, and so what how it flows, because otherwise the code will run really fast. That's the only reason I have this thread slip. It's not required. Okay, so this is all for the page object, page factory alert. So for tomorrow, please have those like I said, you have to demo your projects. This is the final exam, and also you need to not only demo the working example, you need to demo the you have to, it's kind of presentation slash demo the final exam. So please be prepared. Tomorrow we'll use the whole I'm gonna call the random names. So I think, I don't know how we have only 4 people now, maybe. So yes, we have to demo this exam tomorrow. Okay, so if whoever knows, so I don't know how to handle that now, so maybe I'll talk to Arjunji. I don't know how to handle the no so in this case, but I'll talk to him. Well, maybe tomorrow. So all of you, all of everyone should be able to demo the final exam. Okay. Any
मैले
question?
पनि थ्रेड डट स्लिप राखेको छु, त्यो गर्ने बेला केही हुँदैन नि इक्जामको लागि त देख्नु सजिलो हुन्छ भनेर हैन, प्रत्येक
हुन्छ
उसमा
हुन्छ
चाहिँ त्यही
एक्जाममा
गरेको
त थ्रेड स्लिपै राख्नु भन्छु म, किनकि
छु।
देखाउनु पर्यो नि फेरि
अँ
हामीले
त्यही
थाहा
भनेर
पाउनु।
म त्यो प्रत्येक उसमा चाहिँ नाम हालेपछि अनि लास्ट नेम हालेपछि सबै त्यो 1 सेकेन्ड 2 सेकेन्ड त्यसै गरी राखेको छु मैले।
ए हस् हस्, अनि त्यो भयो राम्रो, देखि हामीलाई रिडेबिलिटी बढ्छ नि
त्यही
हैन,
गरेको छु।
अनि त्यो हुँदाखेरि रिडेबिलिटी बढ्छ, त्यो राम्रो हो। तर इन केस तर प्र्याक्टिसको लागि तर हालिरहनु पर्ने जरुरत चाहिँ
त्यही
हुँदैन।
त अरू बेला त परेन त्यो देख्नलाई। अहिले मलाई पनि अब थ्रु गगी गर्न हेर्न सजिलो हुन्छ नि त।
हजुर हजुर, कहिलेकाहीँ 5-10 सेकेन्ड राखेर पनि कहिलेकाहीँ के इस्यु आउँछ, कहिलेकाहीँ त यो अब यो एलर्टहरू के हुन्छ ह्यान्डलै हुँदैन, 5 सेकेन्ड 10 सेकेन्ड राख्नुपर्छ। यो चाहिँ अलि हामीले प्र्याक्टिसलाई गरौँ, किनकि सिम्पल एप्लिकेसन भएर होइन, रियल वर्ल्डमा चाहिँ यो हाल्नै पर्ने हुन्छ क्या। कतिचोटि दुःख दिन्छ भने त्यो एप्लिकेसनहरू त्यो राम्रो इन्टरेक्सनै गर्दैन क्या। अनि यो स्लिप थ्रेड त यस्तो कतिले चाहिँ कम्पनीहरूमा युजै नगर भन्छ होइन, तर यो थ्रेड स्लिप चाहिँ लाइफ सेभर हुन्छ क्या हामी अटोमेसनको लागि। यो भनेको केही चलेन भने थ्रेड स्लिप हालेर हेर्ने हो क्या। अनि कहिलेकाहीँ बिस्तारै स्लो हुन्छ, लोड हुन दिने के हुन दिने हुन्छ क्या। यो चाहिँ यो भएन भने त साँच्चै अटोमेसन साह्रै गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो। थ्रेड स्लिप
आफूले
भएन
त्यो थ्रु गगी गर्न थाहा नहुने भइहाल्छ एकैछिनमा होइन, अनि त्यो के थ्रु गगी गर्न नहुने, अनि मैले राखेर ट्राई गरेको अहिले हेर्नलाई त भयो भनेर मैले
ए होइन होइन, केही छैन, त्यो गर्दा केही फरक पर्दैन। कहिलेकाहीँ त एउटै मात्रै छ भने 2-3 वटा पछि राख्दा पनि भयो होइन। जस्तै अब
त्यो गरेन।
लगइन युजर नेम पासवर्ड पछि अब मैले यो किन देखाउनु, यो चाहिन्छ भन्ने छैन, यो हटाएर एकचोटि लगइन युजर नेम पछि र पासवर्ड पछि चाहिँ राख्यो भने एकचोटि भयो, एउटा राखे पनि भयो नि त। युजर नेम आयो, पासवर्ड आयो, त्यसपछि यो हान्छ भनेपछि राखे भयो। त्यसरी गर्दा पनि हुन्छ, एउटै गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने छैन है। ल, अब एनी क्वेसन्स फर द क्लास बिफोर आई एन्ड? 1 सेकेन्ड,
भोलि यो चाहिँ म एकपल्ट गर्नुपर्छ, म हेर्छु अनि केही क्वेसन भयो भने